Got a little fish right there to start off the day. Nothing really big. Got a little white jig here that I'm using. It's a little marabou hair jig. I hope the camera picked it up decently. But using that, casting around some of these docks. There's a lot of shad in the lake right now. This place is loaded with small crappie and big crappie. Lots of numbers. We're gonna get this guy back in and keep fishing and show you guys what I'm doing here to catch him. So what I'm doing here today is I'm letting this little itty bitty 1/32 ounce jig fall down just right above the top of where I've got some brush piles sunk underneath this dock here. And I'm trying to keep that bait just hovering right over the top of it as it swings back towards me. I cast out just a little bit into the well and let that thing swing back towards me. Keep it pretty steady and slow moving and try to keep it in their strike zone as long as possible. There's tons of small bait fish around right now, and these fish are schooling up underneath these docks trying to get away from the sun that we have overhead right now and wait underneath some of these shady spots around this cover, waiting for a little itty bitty bait fish, or in my case my jig, to come right by. And that's about the same size I've been catching here, probably a lot of 8-7 inches so far, nothing that's keeper, but they are in here. Nothing I'm doing here is very complicated or anything. Got a little bit of some boat traffic out today, as you guys can probably hear the dock moving quite a bit from the waves coming in, but a complete high pressure system, very sunny, and when it's like that, these fish hold tight underneath these docks on Lake of the Ozarks. Docks that have got some brush piles around them especially do well. I'm fishing about 10 foot of water here, so brush piles are probably a couple foot off the bottom. I'm trying to keep it about 5 to 8 foot down. That's where my jig is going to be in the strike zone. There's a better fish. All right. That's the best one of the day so far. Nothing crazy there, probably close to 9. And yeah, just cut him off a little bit of a deeper spot over here with some brushes sunk out on the outside of the dock and let him back in. See you later, buddy. There we go. A lot of short strikes down there. Lots and lots of taps, but no hookups until that one finally came and pumped it. And I've cut the tail a little bit short on this jig so that they don't have that issue as much with the short strikes, because there's so much tail on these as they come out of the package. He's just right about 9, so that's barely a keeper on Lake of the Ozarks, but it is a keeper. Yeah, the waves out here today are just crazy. A lot of boat traffic today, a lot of boat waves. Makes for a noisy dock. That's a better crappie. Oh, much better. That's a good slab right there. Nice. That's what we're looking after today. Nice, healthy Lake of the Ozarks crappie right there. I'm gonna get him back in the water and send him back on his way. It's probably close to 11 or 12 inches. Good fish. It's another keeper right there. Right in the top of the nose. Nice little guy, probably close to 9 inches or so. 9.5 probably. Send him back. There we go. Oh man, that was barely a hit at all. That fish came off right at the surface. Probably got him just in the corner of the mouth. There we go. Got him that time. Another little one. Seemed to be hanging out right around 5-6 foot down off of this pile. Seems to be a decent sized school down there, but not a lot of big ones mixed in it. There's a few. There we go. I've just been jumping back and forth to some of these different brush piles that I've got sunk around this dock here. These fish kind of move around a little bit throughout the day, depending on where the shade is at and what area the bait fish are kind of moving through a dock. These right here are a lot of small crappie. Get him back in. And I've got lots of other little spots around here. They don't seem to be up shallow too much. Seem to be on the deeper side of the dock here, but only a few foot down, like about 5 to 8 foot down. That's where I've been catching pretty much all the fish. But the deeper piles have definitely been producing the best, between like 10 to 12 foot of water. It's where I'm finding a lot of these fish at. I just moved from pile to pile looking for active fish. Some of the fish that are there on a pile won't eat your jig at first, and maybe in a couple hours or so they might be a little bit more apt to chase and come up and grab that from the branches that they're hiding in. So just kind of move around. Once one cools off, you're not getting any more bites after a few casts, you move over to the next one, see if they're doing anything over there. If not, you just kind of move around, see where the fish are moving to and where your active ones are at. There we go. That's a better crappie. Nice. Right off the end of the dock seems to be doing the best right now, right on the edge of that shade in the deepest pile that we have here. It's hanging out right about 11.5 inches long, and would make a good dinner for somebody, but I'm not willing to keep him right here right now, so he's gonna go back in. See you, bud. Oh man, that was a good crappie. There we go. Caught him on the deep side right there. Right in the top of the nose. Hooks out. Got a little guy for the future there. Get him back in. That one there did not short strike it. Another little guy right there. The bite seems to be cooling off quite a bit. Fish here for a little bit longer. See if it picks up. That's a tiny little crappie right there. He'll get bigger. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this episode. If you enjoyed this, leave me a thumbs up down below and I'll know to come out and do some more of this stuff here for you this fall. Just a little afternoon dock fishing off of a little community dock down here at Lake of the Ozarks, catching some crappie. Hope you enjoyed. And remember to explore deeper. There's more out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.